population are women, but the majority of literary authors, especially the most known, are men. When they write about women in their works, do they really know what they are talking about? Are the women real? Are their worries, their lives, their feelings real?
Women have always been an important topic in society, in culture, in literature.
Can't you see it? You have just said it. A topic. Almost never the author, the protagonist. We have always been the ideal view that men wanted to have of us, since the dark and close medieval time till present day.
Right, this is real life, and there is a so repeated role for women, when they are considered as a way of a solution for their family's financial problem, by making them marry a rich man.
Yes, and what is more, a way socially acceptable, most times against a real woman wish. This is what happens to Doña Francisca in our next play.
Spain, The Maiden's Consent, Leandro Fernández de Moratín, 19th century.
It is very hot today.
Yes, it is the hottest day of the year.
This room is cool, like in the convent. My sister, the nun, didn't want to part with Paquita, but she's very happy with our choice. Sister Trinidad is very happy, and as for Sister Bautismo, she has already given you her approval. Do you remember how she beat me with joy?
It is true. If only the involved parties saw the same excitement.
She is an obedient daughter, and she will never go against the wishes of her mother.
Of all I'm certain, but...
No, she couldn't. No, sir. A very educated girl of good parentage is not capable of behaving in a manner that is less than suitable and due.
So you have already told me.
I'm going to look for her.
So how did you sleep? You don't look like you slept very well.
No, not really, I guess. How about you?
No, me neither.
It was too hot.
Look, I thought you've been crying. Are you alright?
It is just allergies.
You seem to be unhappy. You could tell me you're unhappy.
It's nothing. Just a bit of nothing. I've got nothing.
It's something. You are crying and brooding. Paquita, don't you know I love you?
Yes, sir.
Well, why don't you confide me? Don't you know I will take pleasure in finding ways to bring your pleasure?
I know you would.
Then who, knowing that you have a friend, can you not confide to him what is in your heart?
Because it is that same friend that obliges me to keep quiet.
This means that perhaps I am the cause of your sorrow.
No, sir. You have not offended me in any way. My complaint is with another.
Then, of whom, my child? Come here. Let's talk at least without beating around the bush, without pretending. Tell me, isn't it true that in your own proposed to marry some among of these guys? How much would you wager that if the choice was yours to make, you wouldn't marry me?
I wouldn't marry anybody else either.
So why are you crying? From what does this sadness bring that in such a short time it has changed your content to the degree that I hardly recognize you? This is the way you say you love me?
I will marry you, and my mother will be extremely happy.
And then what, Paquita?
Then, for the rest of my life, I will be a respectable woman, and it will give my mother pleasure.
And you will reside in a world of misery.
I already know that.
See, it is the fruit of a property upbringing. This is what is called raising a girl right, teaching her to conceal her most basic passion. That inspires them with fear, cunning, and desiring of slave. They are permitted everything except sincerity, in order not to say what they feel, provided that they really desire most.
But sometimes we find women that don't assume that role for them and even go beyond the natural limits.
Our heroine, young Aino, who is promised to marry by her brother in return for a favor.
And again, her mother is pleased with the idea of marrying her to a rich man, even if she loves someone different.
Now, in the Finnish epic literature.
Finland, 19th century, Elias Lönnrot, Kalevala.
A character of the Finnish legend Kalevala. As a result of manly struggle, I became a merchandise whose opinion didn't matter. Please hear my tragic story.
Well. The great wizard Väinämöinen. Finally we meet. You have come to an end. If you allow me to be the new great wizard, or do I have to dethrone you?
You rascal! You think you can dethrone me, the eternal great wizard? It isn't your time yet, if ever. You're full of confidence, but you are not wise enough. You rascal! If you want to live, you leave me alone.
You, an old man, won't beat me. If you want to live, you'll go and tell everyone that I'm the new great wizard.
You stubborn young man won't live to see that day.
It looks like it's only one way to out. Only one of us lives when the sun rises.
So you stick with your mind and are really challenging me?
Are
you ready to give up your life?
All we need is a judge and witness who will prove how the great master will be defeated. Seppo Ilmarinen shall be the trusted man, shall bring us the weapons, shall be the witness.
Seppo Ilmarinen, the best blacksmith in the world. Come with a solution. Take 2 weapons with you. Be our judge and witness.
Here I am, with 2 handmade knives, one for the content stand. The world shall see a fair and a final fight. The world shall see the eternal great wizard.
Oh, master, you beat me. You shall be the eternal great wizard. Have mercy for me and save my life. Forgive my bad deeds and save my life.
So now you beg for mercy, but a while ago you were threatening me and my powers. You said I was old and weak. Why should I save your life? I have no reason for that.
I'll do anything for you. I worship your name. I'll tell everyone about your greatness and powers. Please save me.
Väinämöinen, Johan is ready to do anything for you. He has the sister who is most beautiful maid in the world. Let him live and he'll give you her hand.
Yeah, listen to him. You get her as reward if you save me.
So you're ready to give her to me? To an old man?
Yeah,
So be it. Aina shall be mine, and you'll get to live. We will be wedded within a month. She will be the mother for my children and my housekeeper.
Gentlemen, we have arrangement. Jokainen gets to live, and Väinämöinen marries Aina. It's a fair trade.
Oh, Mom, I have happy news for you. Aina and Väinämöinen will get married. I get Aina's hand to the greatest wizard of all.
You have given Aina's hand to the greatest wizard of all?
Yeah.
Son, you have done a wonderful deed and honored our family. You have given my only daughter to a master. Our family will live forever in his children.
You are so lucky. You will have the most amazing wedding in the world. The whole world will envy you. God bless you. I'll help you arrange the wedding and I'll invite everyone to celebrate it.
You can be the maid of honor since you are our best friend. You have a very noble heart.
Aina! Congratulations! I heard that you're getting married.
Getting married? And with who?
Your brother has told your mom that he had promised your hand to the greatest wizard of all, Väinämöinen.
Oh no, really?
Yes, really. I'm so jealous.
Where have you been? Come, it's dinner time.
Why me? Why can't I decide about my own future? This isn't fair. I don't love him. What should I do? I don't want to get married. What choices do I have?
Bravery, heroine, manfulness. They are words associated with men. But in history, there were many women who could be described by these words.
One of them was Irena Sendler, a young Polish woman who lived during the Second World War.
ready to risk her own life to help others. Irena Sandler saved 2,500 Jewish children. Poland, 20th century.
Papieren.
How can we help them? Where to start? Save the dying or help those who are still alive? I bring a piece of bread, a vaccine, some medicine, and some clothes. So what? It doesn't make any sense. That's not enough. They will die anyway. The Germans planned it all very well. For the first 3 years, they've been transporting us, the Poles, to concentration camps. Now they've started taking the Jew as well. What shall we do? If we could get them out of this nightmare? But there's a death penalty for saving a Jew. Maybe there are some good people who will help save the Jewish children. But how to convince their parents to give them kids away to strangers? Could you contact me with the organization that helps the Jews in the ghetto, please?
Wait a minute. Let me think it over. Tomorrow, you'll go to the house at Żurawia Street. You'll knock on the door 3 times, then make a pause, knock twice, a pause again, and knock 4 times. Then you'll ask for Trojan. Have you remembered?
Yes, I have. Thank you, Steph.
Remember, if anything bad happened, we had never met. We didn't know each other.
You are too?
I come to see Trojan.
Come in. And your sister Jolanta, right?
For some, I am Jolanta, and for others, Irena Sandlerova. Now that the Germans have decided to murder the Jews, we only thing we can do is to take children out of the ghetto. I know it's very risky. I need trusted Polish family, money and contacts. I know my plan is crazy, but there's no other way to save Jews. We must take children out of the ghetto.
You have a plan. We have money. Welcome to Żegota organization. There's no point in waiting any longer. You know, we have no time to spare. Let's start the work then.
Mother, we must save the Jewish children.
Irenka, but what can we do? Not only do Jews die. Round-ups, deportation and executions of Poles are so common. They are constantly happening every day. Besides, we constantly fear for our own lives.
What we're doing is not enough. We have to do more. Mom, I must take care of the children.
But it's extremely dangerous.
I'll do it anyway.
I know, Irenka, I know, you will. Dad would be proud of you.
To save one Jew, you need 10 good and brave people. You remember Dr. Korczak, don't you? He used to say, when a child smiles, whole world smiles. I think that the one who saves one child saves the world. Listen, my dear, you can save your child.
But how? You can see what's happening here.
We can take your daughter outside the walls and shelter with a Polish family in a safe place.
Can you ensure us that she'll survive? Will she know who her parents are?
I'm sorry, but I can guarantee nothing. The decision is yours, but it's the only way to stay alive.
Can you give us some time to think it over? We must prepare the daughter. Please do understand us.
I do, but it can be too late tomorrow.
There are all her personal data and a short history of our family there. Maybe she'll be able to read it one day. I hope. Do you remember what I have told you? Say it again, please.
I'm not Rahelka. I'm Reginka. Mom, no.
Papieren! So ein schönes Mädchen.
Finally, this is the last list with the names. Where should I hide it?
But it's the proof for the Germans. If they find it, they'll kill you.
I can destroy it. I've promised the children's parents that after the war, I'll tell the kids who they are. I must find a place to hide it somewhere. But where? We've managed to move nearly 2,500 children out of the ghetto.
I didn't know there were so many of them.
There are far too few of them, but we can do nothing more about it. We'll bury the bottle under the apple tree near your house. Isn't it a great idea?
Irena, I truly admire you. You are a heroine.
All I wanted to do was to try and live a human life. Everybody would act this way. My father used to say, you can't give your hand to a drowning person. Even if you can swim, you can still help. Remember, people may be divided into good and bad ones, but the faith, nationality, skin color, race, and views are not important.
A real heroine in difficult times.
But let's see now a very different role, opposite to the image of the woman who is only interested in finding a rich man to marry. We sometimes meet a character like Mirandolina, the innkeeper.
A crayfish smart woman who is not seduced with wealth or flatteries, an unusual heroine in the middle of the 18th century.
Italy, Carlo Goldoni, La Locandiera.
The Mistress of the Inn is a 1753 three-act comedy by the Italian playwright Carlo Goldoni. The play takes place at an inn in Florence, which Mirandolina, a beautiful young woman, has inherited from her father. She is remarkable for her lovely charm and her several admirers. The play begins with a rivalry between two guests, the Marquis of Forlimpopoli and the Count of Abbaferita, for the romantic conquest of the innkeeper. While the two aristocrats continue their ridiculous quarrel in the background, seeking unsuccessfully to seduce Mirandolina with gifts or with offers to protect her. A third character enters the inn, the Cavaliere, Knight of Ripa Fratta. A fierce misogynist, he drives his noble companions for their silly infatuation and treats Mirandolina with rude arrogance. Annoyed by the gentleman's attitude and touched at the core of her feminine pride, Mirandolina decides to get her revenge by making the Cavaliere fall in love with her. Enjoy the play!
Hi everybody, I'd like to introduce you to our Missus of the Inn. She is the innkeeper, but everybody here in Florence knows her as Mirandolina. Look at her, she is so beautiful. Look at her hair, her eyes, every man fell in love with her. If you listen carefully to our story, you will see that men cannot resist her. Look, there are two noblemen in the inn who are fighting for the attention of Mirandolina, the Count d'Albaferita and the Marquis of Forlipopoli. Who will manage to conquer her? Let's see what is going on.
There is a distinction between you and me.
But why? My money is as good as yours.
I know that, for sure. The Mistress of the Inn is very interested in me. It's because I deserve more than you.
For what reason?
I am the Marquis of Forlipopoli.
And I, the Conte Albafiorita.
Yes, Count of a purchased country.
I purchased my country where you sold your market. You speak with overmuch boldness.
I am deceived because I love this mistress and love and love to respect than your beautiful woman.
Oh, that's good one. But you want to keep me away from Mirandolina. Where do you think me in Florence? Where do you think me in this particular hotel?
Not my business, my dear. I am who I am. Mirandolina, my protection. I am a noble man.
Mirandolina needs money, but not protection. And I, very rich merchant.
Money? That's not lacking.
I spend a shilling a day, Marquis, and I'm always giving a gift.
At your service, sir.
Sir, who taught you your manner?
Oh, pardon me.
Tell me, how are your mistress?
She is very well, your lordship.
Is she a Piat?
Yes, your lordship.
Foolish girl.
Why, your lordship?
Don't lordship me.
It's the title I give the other gentlemen too.
There is a distinction between him and me. The mistress told your mistress to come to my room, and I want to speak with her.
Yes, your excellency. As you wish, your excellency.
Do you want to see the difference between the Marquis and me?
What do you mean?
See here, I'm giving you 10 shillings. Make it give you the same.
Thanks, your lordship. Your excellency. Play out outside of your own country. You don't have to have title to be esteemed. You have to have money.
a girl's best friend. A kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on your humble flat or help you feed your meow pussycat. Men grow cold as girls grow old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square cut or pear shape, these rocks don't lose their shape. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Franz, what is all this noise about?
There is a dispute.
So, what is the point?
We are trying to cut the sense of Mirandrina. She's my object of our interest.
The Marquis love our hostess her, and I love her. I more to him. This the question seem ridiculous to you?
You must know with what great difficulty I am be protecting her.
You protect her. I spend the money.
A woman changes you. A woman upsets you. A woman. I have never loved women, because a woman is an unbearable infirmity for man.
Infamity, our beloved Mirandolina, can never invade me. The mistress of our inn is truly an adorable person.
And we love her!
Deg, the cavaliere di Ripafratta, is the only man who resists Mirandolina's charms. It is said to hate women, but he will change his mind. Mirandolina decides to get her revenge by making the cavaliere fall in love with her. Mirandolina goes to his room and tries to win him over Ectactis. She takes him a delicious Italian dish, tagliatelle with ragu. He felt flattered and got more relaxed around her.
May I come in?
Who is here?
At your service. Let me have the honor of putting it on the table with my own hands.
That isn't your duty.
Oh, sir, who am I? Some fine lady. I am the servant here.
What dish is that?
It's a little ragu I made with my own hands.
It will be good. If I've made it, I must be good.
You're kind, sir.
Gladly, at once. Delicious.
These hands know how to make something things.
I would like something to drink. Give me some Burgundy.
Oh, Sir Cavalier.
What's the matter? Why this silence?
Burgundy is my passion.
Nothing serious. This wine is delicious.
Burgundy is my passion.
Don't you want a little glass?
I accept your politeness. I shall drink to your beauty. I don't deserve so much, sir.
Come, we are alone. Please sit with me.
If the Count and the Marquis should know. Poor me.
Why?
100 times they have invited and I never wanted to do it.
Listen, I want to say something true. Very true.
I will listen gladly.
And you are the first lady who is making me losing my peace of mind.
You confuse me, and I do not wish to be attracted by a man who doesn't like women.
More wine.
And a toast to good friend.
The Markins will be jealous. The poor Markins is out of mind. You are the reason.
Am I the reason?
Yes, you are.
Forgive me.
Stay. Let's drink some more wine.
I will make a toast, and then I will go, as my grandmother told me, to Bacchus and love.
The Cavaliere is a bit confused. He can't understand what was happening to him, so he decided to go away for some time. Mirandolina faked with some tears, and she was sad because of the departure, and she even pretends to fake, to prove the night has broken her heart. a perfect actress. I cannot stay longer. I will have to quiet. Have you prepared my bill?
Our miss is doing it.
Be sure that your luggage is ready in 2 hours.
Are you leaving?
I am. Women, you are choose, even the best.
Sir,
Yes,
your bill. Here to serve you.
you cry.
Only smoke.
Smoke. Stop now. It is because of me and the inconvenience I give you.
I will suffer for that. Willingly.
Mirandolina! I meant Mirandolina. Is she in love with me? I'm in love with her. Dear Mirandolina, mere woman is dear to me. I must help her. Help her!
Haha. We have ours, but faint is the safest. Come, come.
I am back. She loves me, I'm sure. I am here. I shall not leave, my dear. I'm sure about Mirandolina talks. Men resemble one to the other, one tear and the heart drawn. When Mirandolina realizes that she has gone too far, she tells everybody will fulfill her father's wishes for her. That is to marry Fabricius. She has reached the bonfire goals to get married and just getting protection and respectability, at the same time to preserve her freedom by marrying the humble and good Fabricius.
I have to iron the laundry. Hey, Fabricius.
Madam?
Will you bring me my iron?
Yes, my lady.
I am bothering you.
No, my lady, I have to obey you. You are my mister. I will carry weather with my ears for you. I'm no, but in vain.
In vain?
Because you do not attention for me. You like nobles.
For you, I cannot talk.
I have seen you in action, teasing the cavaliere.
We shall finish now. The more we love them, the worse it is.
What did you say? I don't understand. One moment she's tender, one moment she's strong.
The Cavaliere is well done, but it was not for interests that I was playing with him. I just wanted to show him the force of women who aren't venial and Fabricius, something in my mind.
Mirandolina, you didn't accept my gifts.
I could not.
I know there is a reason. I have seen you looking at your servant Fabricius with charming eyes. You are in love with him.
I am not.
And I have a feeling for you. I am jealous of Fabricius.
How do you call it my name?
I am not. Mirandolina, who do you want to love?
The one whom my father has chosen for me.
Is it me by any chance?
Yes, my beloved. I choose you to be my husband. Sirs, now I get married. I don't want any gift. I have been fooling around. I was a foolish, but I shall be no more. Fabricius, I will always love you.
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass. We're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight.
Sometimes we, the women, have managed to fight a jealous and possessive husband and come out well.
That's true. Look at Belisa, a lively young woman, married to another husband because of the advice of her ambitious mother, and how she manages to sleep with her husband and her 5 lovers during the wedding night.
The Love of Don Perlimplin and Belisa in the Garden, Federico García Lorca, Spain, 20th century.
It's the wedding night!
Good night!
Good night, Malkofa.
Enjoy your wedding night, sir.
Goodbye, Malkofa. Belisa, with so much lace, you are like a wave. It frightened me as the sea frightened me as a child. Since you came from the church, the house has been full of secret whispers, and the water boiled by itself in the glasses. Oh, Perlimplin, where are you, Perlimplin?
The maid perfumed the room with him, and not with the mint. I asked for. She didn't make the bed when my cover sheets line either. Oh, whoever looks to me with longing will find me. My thirst will never die. It's like the endless thirst of the stone animals that spit the water on the fountains. There are 5.
Am I bothering you?
How could you bother me?
Are you sleepy?
Sleepy?
Then I become little chilly.
Perlimplin.
What do you want?
It's a sweet name. Perlimplin.
Yours is sweeter. Belisa.
Oh, thank you.
I want to tell you something.
What is it?
I realized it a little late, but...
Tell me.
Belisa, I love you.
Oh, my little gentleman. That's your duty.
Yes?
Yes.
But why yes?
Well, because yes.
No.
Perlimplin.
No, Belisa. Before we were married, I didn't love you.
What are you saying?
I made you. I don't know why, but not for love. I couldn't imagine your body until I picked my keyhole that you were being dressed for the wedding. It was then when I felt my love. Then, like the sting of a dragon in my throat.
But what about the other women?
What other women?
The ones you knew before me.
But are there other women?
You amaze me.
I'm the first to be amazed.
What's that?
The clock.
Is it 5?
Bedtime.
May I have your permission to take off my slippers?
Of course, my little husband. And turn on the lights if you please.
Belisa!
What, my little boy?
I have turned out the lights.
I can see that.
Belisa!
What, dear?
I adore you. Belisa, talk to me.
Berlin, what do you want?
Tell me now.
What do you want me to tell you? I fell asleep before you did.
Why are the balconies open?
Because last night the wind blew like never before.
Why do all 5 balconies have ladders down to the ground?
Because that's the custom in my mother's country.
And whose 5 hats are those? The ones I see under the balconies.
They belong to the drums that come and go. Berlin, my love.
Belisa. And why not? Just playing it all very well. I believe you. Why will it be any other way?
I'm not a little liar.
And each minute I love you more.
That's how I like it.
For the first time in my life, I'm happy. Belisa, who's been kissing you? Don't lie, I know it.
I've already know that you know it. You're so silly. You've been kissing me?
Yes, I've been kissing you, but if you have been kissed by anyone else, if someone kissed you, do you love me?
Yes, my little Pliny.
Belisa, are you asleep?
Yes.
You see a marriage imposed by a pretender society. The only way of freedom for an unhappy woman is the sleep that sometimes drives to infidelity.
And we should blame that infidelity on tradition, costume, those parents who insist on ignoring their daughters.
For centuries, women's role was just getting married, having children, and managing the household.
But sometimes an independent woman with a strong character broke every cliché.
But let's see what happened to Salome, Austria, Johann Nestroy, 19th century.
You are probably wondering who I am. I'm Johann Nestroy, the Viennese Shakespeare. I lived at the beginning of the 19th century. At that time, people believed that a woman's role was to get married, have children, and manage the household. Education was not regarded as extremely important. Working class women just learned to read and write a bit. The education of upper class women focused on art, literature, the art of conversation, and managing a household. Good looks were very important too, as a woman's aim was to find a husband befitting their own social status, to marry within their own social class. The play is also about red hair, which was unacceptable for both men and women. Redheads were regarded as unreliable, untrustworthy, and sometimes even violent. In this play you will see different types of women. Salome, who is being discriminated and mocked because of her red hair and her low social status. But she is skillful and hard-working, an independent woman with a good character. The three widows, Flora, Constanze, and Frau von Zypressenburg, on the other hand, are shallow and superficial. All they want is a wealthy and good-looking husband. But see for yourselves.
What is she doing here? She's just a goose girl. And look at her red hair. She should be ashamed.
She probably wants to set your hearts on fire.
Salome, Salome, red-haired Salome! You all seem to be having a lot of fun. Are you on the way to the dance? Would you mind if I came with you?
Well, everyone can go there, but there's always a danger of fire. Just look at your hair. A few days ago, you passed by a barn with your geese, and shortly afterwards, it went up in flames. Do you believe it was just a coincidence?
Well, if she goes to the dance, maybe I could dance with her.
Are you crazy? A good-looking boy like you can definitely find a better girl to dance with.
Why do they always bully me and make fun of me? I'm a goose girl, but there's nothing wrong with that. I know that I'm not very educated, but I have to make a living. I'm a redhead too, but red is a wonderful color. The most beautiful flowers are red. Roses are red. In the morning, when the sun rises, it's red. If people hate red, they don't know what's beautiful. But that doesn't help me. I never find anyone who wants to go to the dance with me. I'll go back to my geese. At least they don't mind that I'm not educated and red-haired.
I don't know why people don't like red hair. It's simply not true that redheads are untrustworthy, unreliable, or even malicious. What people do and how they act has nothing to do with the color of their hair. People are stupid. They judge others by their appearance.
Look at that handsome young man! And he has red hair, just like me!
I wonder if you will call me Beetroot like the others. Hello, beautiful girl. Who are you?
Do you really mean me? I'm Fru Salome, who looks after the geese. May I ask you who you are?
I'm Titus.
What a beautiful name! Do you have family?
My father and my mother are dead, but I have some relatives. But they want nothing to do with me. They think that a redhead can't be trusted.
That's horrible. I know how that feels.
Because of my red hair, I haven't been able to find friends, a wife, or a job. People are stupid.
My husband has been dead for some time now, and he has left me this nursery. It's too much work for a woman. I need a new gardener, and maybe a new husband too. A woman shouldn't be alone.
I have just saved a man whose carriage horses got out of control. As a thank you gift, he gave me this black wig. Well, I think this wig is going to change my life. Let's try it out. I heard you're looking for a gardener. I know a lot about people, so I also know a lot about plants. They're not that different.
You seem to be a bright young man, and your black hair is quite attractive. I think I will hire you.
The wig is working.
I will not just hire you as a simple gardener. I will make you head gardener. You will be in charge and you will give orders to the others.
I don't know how to thank you.
But you will need different clothes. I still have my deceased husband's wedding suit. See if it fits. Well, I may find a second husband sooner than I thought I would. Sooner than Frau von Zypressenburg's lady-in-waiting, who always looks down on me and makes fun of me, just because she has an affair with that hairdresser.
The lady is expecting guests this afternoon. She expects you to deliver fresh fruit.
I have just hired a new head gardener. Well, he may soon be more than just the head gardener. I may even marry him.
I can't imagine why Frau von Zypressenburg would want to get to know your new gardener.
Why didn't you tell me her ladyship was here? I'm sorry I didn't greet you before. My sincerest apologies.
No, I'm not her ladyship. I'm just a lady in waiting.
But the way you walk and talk is just what one would expect from a lady.
Oh, you flatter me. Thank you.
Hello, I'm looking for a red-haired young man. He's supposed to be here. Some people are looking for him.
We don't have any red-haired men here. Frau von Zypressenburg and I can't stand redheads.
I just wanted to tell you that Constantia and I are about to get married. If you do not leave her alone, I will reveal your secret. Just be careful.
Don't worry. I just want to use Constantia's good relationship to Frau von Zypressenburg to secure myself a good job. Constantia.
I think it's a bit daring of Flora to hire a new hunter without asking me for permission first. After all, I'm the lady of this mansion and she works for me. Where is this title she mentioned?
Here I am.
And you do not have black hair like Constantia said. You have blonde hair. It's really attractive. I like it. Well, you seem to be quite agreeable. I think I will hire you as my new secretary.
Thank you very much, Frau von Zypressenburg. That's very kind of you. Yes, it's just a wig. In reality, I'm a redhead. My uncle has promised me to give me some money so I can start a business. And now that it's clear that these women would only accept my red hair if I had money, there is no way I could marry any of them. No, I will marry the girl who has always stood by me and been kind to me, Salome.
Really? Do you really want to give up everything these women have to offer to marry me?
Yes, I am serious. Redheads are rare. That's why they are special. And you and I will make sure there are more of our kind in the future.
Did you notice the difference? The traditional role for women most times so assumed by women themselves, in front of an independent, skillful, and hardworking women. Do not brood about it anymore. We have been the warrior's rest, his honor warehouse, flesh and spirit, heaven and hell. In a world ruled by men, we have set out in a way with no possible return, a way full of hope. We are the owners of our futures. The doors have been opened, just to go to train for freedom. Spain, Agustín García Calvo, 1926. I want you free.
I want you free, like a stream skipping about from crack to crack.
But not mine.
you.
Like scraplet bursting of spring, but not mine.
Why I want you?
Like orange blossoms touching the ground,
but not mine.
I want you slender.
Like a popular stretching set against the sky,
but not mine.
Tasty, I want you.
I like bread, oblivious of its good dogs.
Not mine, dot. Not mine, nor God's, nor anybody's.
Not even yours!
Ouch.
So, Austria team. Finland. Poland. Italy. And Spain.